Most people believe that by the time you reach 75, you should be slowing down. Well, I believe once a woman reaches the age of 55, she should be doubling down on those things that are going to make her feel better about herself on the inside and on the outside. So today's video is about what I discovered in 2025 that have helped me double down and help accomplish my goal, which is to live the best life possible for as long as possible. So since I started my channel 1 year ago, I have tried out dozens and dozens of products, but only a few have made it into my permanent routine. And today I'm sharing those things that I believe have made a real difference for me this past year. Hi, welcome to my channel, New Age Beauty, which is all about aging beautifully, mind, body, and spirit. I'm Linda. At the age of 76, I explore what's possible, what's worth doing, and how we can all exceed our own expectations for aging by adopting bold goals and shifting our mindset from growing old to growing bold. So, what I learned in 2025 is that having the right products certainly contributes to having a successful anti aging strategy. But what is most important is the science of consistency. Contrary to what a lot of people think, success is not driven by motivation. Motivation is a fleeting feeling that comes and goes, there's no substance to it. Whereas science has shown that having a system is what will significantly increase your likelihood of accomplishing your goals. So, my number one product of the year is my own New Age Beauty Goal Tracker. It's the free digital app that I have just launched, and it will turn your good intentions into actual results. So, I made a full video on it and how the system works. So, if you haven't watched, I'll link it here and also in the description box below, as well as at the end of this video. But it is absolutely the secret sauce that for everything that we're going to be talking about today. Without consistency, nothing else really moves the needle. So now let's get into the products that have worked really well for me this year. And at the end, you're going to learn about my newest addition that has caused me to really step up my game, literally. It's affordable. It works for everyone, men, women, any age group, any level of health. So I hope you stick around to see what that one is. Before we jump in, I hope you will take a moment to click on like, subscribe, hit the hype button, and tell me in the comments what goals have you started to initiate in 2026 and what you're doing that's helping you accomplish them. So every product that I'm mentioning here is going to be listed in the top pinned comment as well as in the description box. And that's the blue area below the video. You have to click on the little more link to get to it. And also I've put together a dedicated shopping page. And there's a link to that. So you can just kind of scroll through and get more information on all of these things that we're going to talk about. So we're going to start with skincare. And the first up is my favorite product that I would bathe in if I could. It's by Medic 8, which is a UK company. This is their Liquid Peptides Advanced MP Anti-Wrinkle Serum, 30% multi-peptide complex with growth factors. This I use every single morning under my makeup. It's a great foundation base. And I put it on every night under my moisturizers and on top of my actives. So I'm sure you've heard about peptides. They've been all the rage for a few years now. And what they are is essentially short chain amino acids that act as messengers, and they prompt your skin cells to do different things. And in this case, it's to produce collagen, elastin, and keratin. This particular peptide has a 30% cocktail mix and an advanced delivery system that allows the peptides to navigate through the skin's layers and target the cells directly, going after the ones that are responsible for collagen production, which of course is the foundation of youthful skin. And after 55, our collagen production has slowed way down significantly. This serum actually helps boost the structural proteins that keep the face firm. So what I love about it is it's really soothing on the skin. It gives you a little bit of a plumping effect, feels comfortable, and I have seen a slight reduction in the depth of my expression lines. So the next product is also by Medic 8. It's their Advanced Night Ceramide Signature Night Cream, and I use this every night as my last step. So as we age, our skin's natural barrier thins, and that leads to water loss or loss of hydration. And this cream uses a multi-ceramide complex that mimics the skin's natural lipid proportions to repair your moisture barrier overnight. What I love about it is it actually feels like it's repairing my skin. It's just very, very soothing. I have very reactive skin, very sensitive. I have lots of eczema and had rashes my whole life that make me crazy. So soothing skincare is important to me. And the next product is by Edam. It's their Cashmere Peel Gentle Exfoliating AHA and PHA Toner. It's a milky, softening exfoliant to lift darkened and dead skin cells while it visibly refines the texture of your skin. It has a 9% blend of lactic, azelaic, and tranexamic acids. And those combine to boost your skin's natural glow and enhance the effectiveness of other active ingredients. This is strong and yet gentle at the same time and makes my skin feel amazing. I use this twice a week. The next product is by Sanitas. It's their lemon cream scrub, and it's a polish for the skin. So it also is an exfoliator, but it works very differently. This has an actual scrub in it that uses gentle spherical crystals that are in a rich, creamy base that smells like lemon meringue pie. And it lifts those dead skin cells without causing micro tears. And I do this once a week in the shower, and it just feels divine. And afterwards, your skin, I swear, it feels like a little baby skin. So this is the next product. It's by Prequel, which is a very affordable line of skincare. And this is their Barrier Therapy Rich Skin Protectant Cream. It has oatmeal in it, along with a variety of different ceramides, and it is tested to deliver 24-hour moisture for face and body. Temporarily relieves itchiness and minor irritation due to dry skin. So I have very sensitive skin, and I've had eczema my whole life. So this kind of product really appeals to me. But I think as we get older, everyone's skin gets more dry and thin and irritated. So I think this product works pretty much for everybody. And it starts like 18. This new one is 20. It's just a richer texture. But they have their original formula as well. And this is 10 ounces of product for like, $20. Just very, very high on it. It's rich, it's intensely moisturizing, and it absorbs quickly. So you don't have to worry about getting in bed right after putting it on. So I use this every day on my arms and my legs. So the next category is my favorite. It's makeup. So I have been a makeup brush aficionado since the mid-70s when Trish McEvoy launched her famous line of makeup brushes. That's how she got into the cosmetics business. And the brushes were truly extraordinary. They were very pricey, so I collected them over a long period of time. But that's where my, love affair with good brushes came from. Last year I discovered BK Beauty brushes, which are amazing. And they just did a partnership with this famous makeup artist, celebrity makeup artist, Nikki LaRose, and she has come out with two brush sets, both of which are fabulous. But two of the brushes from her most recent one have absolutely blown my mind. They are so good on a totally different level than any ones I've ever used before. So I have paired each of the two brushes that I love with two of my favorite products from this year, so you can see how they work together. So the first brush is her N18 brush, and it's her contour brush. And you can see it's actually very dense, and it has a shaped, kind of almost like a half a dome shape. And it's very carefully cut the way they cut the edges so that it just has a very gradual increase and decrease throughout. It's really beautifully, beautifully made. And it is shaped to fit right under the cheekbone, so that when you apply whatever you're going to apply there, or on top of it, in the case of blush, it just automatically kind of gives you an automatic lift. So I use this every day I put on makeup, and my cream contour and my blush, and it does all the work for you. When you pair it with one of my favorite products of the year, I used to use the Dior contour stick. that was very pricey. And then I discovered the Haus Labs one, and they call it their Precision Sculpt Shaping Balm Contour. It comes in a variety of different colors, but it is literally a balm consistency, so that even though it's, has a lot of pigment to it, it actually ends up blending really, really easily. So what these two products do together is allow you to easily sculpt your face. You do not have to be a makeup artist. You don't even have to know how to put on makeup. Just combining these two together and playing with it a little bit, you can create, your high cheekbones, lower your forehead, create a nice shadow under your jawline to help contour your jawline, narrow your nose, depending on what your face shape is. These two are magic. So this brush really blew my mind. This is her N19 brush, and it's a concealer brush, even though it's pretty large. And you'll see the shape is really, really interesting. It's shaped like a triangle, but then it also goes up to have this domed shape, similar to her contour brush for the face. But this triangular shape allows you to get it right in the corner of your eye, and then very gently you can just take the concealer and spread it out. And because of how this is contoured, it just spreads the product beautifully for you. And I use that with my favorite concealer from 2025, and I am a concealer aficionado as well. I try pretty much every one. Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer. So this one is considered medium to full coverage, and it has a nice kind of glow, but a matte glow, if that makes any sense. It conceals, it contours, it highlights, it hydrates on contact, and it blurs the imperfections for a soft, focused, matte look. It's also flexible in how it spreads, it's weightless, and it's very breathable, so you don't feel like you have heavy makeup on under your eyes. And the last makeup product is foundation that I have fallen in love with. Now, I use different foundations depending on how I feel on a given day and what I'm wearing and where I'm going. But this is my new everyday one that I've been using for a couple months now, and it is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. It's great for normal, dry, and mature skin. And it's a serum texture, and it grabs onto your skin, and it just melds into it seamlessly. It gives you as much or as little coverage as you want, since you can build it up. And it's gorgeous. It just gives you beautiful, luminous skin and makes you feel like you're not wearing makeup at all. So the next category is devices. And I have three that I have started using most recently. So anybody who's followed my channel at all knows how much I believe in red light therapy. I've been doing it for years on my face, on my chest, and on my scalp. But this year I have upped this game by adding hand therapy. So this is by Maysama. I have most recently been using their face and chest mask because they have some things that are unique to their LED. But what they've designed here is the ability to be able to put LED on the back of your hands while you're still working. So I will put these on 10 minutes every other day on each hand. But while I'm doing it, I can still type on my computer, scroll through the internet, whatever it is that I'm doing. So I'm really not spending 20 minutes doing this. And we all know how the skin on the back of our hands does not age well. Now, I have been doing red light therapy there for a while, so it's better than they would have been otherwise. But I feel like this is really going to help diminish it getting worse over time. And I essentially have, no age spots, and I give that credit to LED. But I've been doing LED before by putting my hands under other devices. I've never had one before that's dedicated to the hand like this one is. For those of you who don't know much about red LED, it's basically light that stimulates the mitochondria in our cells to produce more ATP. And ATP is what provides the energy that our skin cells need in order to repair themselves. And these devices by Maysama have both red light that boosts collagen production, which is what firms our skin and keeps it youthful, and near infrared, or NIR, that goes deeper into the dermis, that increases blood circulation, and it treats muscle aches and joint pain. So you get a lot of different benefits through red light. That's why a lot of professional athletes use red light as part of their therapy sessions. So this glove actually is targeting the fibroblasts in our cells to increase the collagen and elastin production. It helps reduce pigmentation, age spots, and improves our skin's texture. I use it every other day on each hand while continuing to work on my computer, so I don't have any downtime other than a few seconds to take them on and off. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but I have, a neck and chest that really has very little signs of aging and no crepiness. And I give that credit mostly to the red light therapy I've been doing for a few years. So the other addition to my red light arsenal is the Maysama belt. And this is phenomenal. My husband has stolen this from me, so I always have to go back and get it from him. This is for your abdomen, it's for your back, it's for your shoulders, it's for your neck, and it's basically, I mean, you could put your hands under it. It just has so many different ways you can use it because it is so flexible, and given the size and shape, it fits on so many parts of the body. But what it does, it has all the benefits of the red and the near infrared that we talked about that helps with healing and helps relieve pain and helps your body stimulate collagen. But it also it vibrates. So you get a massage while you do it. My husband uses this all the time because he has a very bad back. And it's now the vibration pulses on and off, and it just gives you a very cool massage. With increased use, you will experience reduced muscle soreness, less bloating, from water retention or, especially for women who are still in menopause, and relief from lower back tension. The next product is my Zip Halo microcurrent device. So I've been using microcurrent for about 3 years now to essentially exercise, my cheek muscles and to help, keep your face lifted. It's like going to the gym. You want to exercise the muscles in your face. And a few months ago, I switched from ones I had used in the past. I've used the New Face and I've used the Foreo Bear. I switched over to the Zip. The founder created an app that walks you through a variety of different kinds of treatments, so there's a lot of flexibility with how you can use this particular device. But it uses dual wave technology. It's the only one that has nanocurrent in addition to microcurrent. So it lifts the facial muscles. It energizes your cells at the cellular level, and that helps promote collagen production over time. And it boosts your ATP production, which declines over time as we age, fueling cells to repair themselves faster and produce that valuable collagen that we so desperately want more and more of. You will see a visible lift and glow immediately after use, and with consistent use, 3 to 5 times a week, you will start to see some reduced fine lines as well. This is the kind of product you need to continue to use. It doesn't give you permanent results, but you definitely get very easy to see short-term results. They just released their 2.0 version, which gives more targeted energy release, which is supposed to result in better results. So I use mine about 3 times a week when I'm leaving the house so that my skin will look more perky and lifted. So 2025 will go down in my memory banks for a few very important reasons. It was the year when my husband, who was very, very ill and not expected to live, getting a successful kidney transplant, thanks to my grandson. And it has really changed the trajectory of our lives. So that was the first and foremost thing. It's also when I launched my channel because I was home with him. And he was at the point where he was, getting around on his own, but I didn't want to leave him. So that's how and why I started my channel. But one of the other things that I learned that this year is about value in fashion, because I discovered Quints. So if you don't know about Quints, they have essentially eliminated the middleman. So they go directly to the source, to where the yarns are made, to where the leather is cultivated, so they go right to the source. They decide without, hiring designers. They decide what the most popular styles are, and they have those created. And then they are very thin with their margins, meaning that they don't overstock, which is why their things are out of stock quite a bit. Well, what I have fallen in love with basically is their cashmere, in addition to their jeans and one particular pair of shoes. And these are, no question about it, my favorite cashmere sweaters. They hold their shape, they're not too thick, so they're very comfortable, and they are so soft, and they have enough style in them. I mean, sweaters are basic by nature, but they just have a little twist here, a little angle there. I love, love, love every single cashmere piece I have gotten from Quint. They have a 365-day return policy, which is extraordinary. So I buy things, in large numbers and then ship back what doesn't work. And their jeans are the other category that are phenomenal. Honestly, I cannot tell a difference between my Veronica Beer jeans and my Legence jeans compared to their jeans in terms of the quality, how they're made, and the quality of the fabric. In fact, if anything, I would say that their denim is better at keeping its shape while being incredibly comfortable. It has so much stretch and give in it, but it doesn't lose the least amount of shape. Their jeans are $50 and their cashmere sweaters start at $50. So when I compare these jeans to the ones that I have from Veronica Beard and Legence that sell for over $250, honestly, I can't tell the difference in the quality. The way that they're made, the way that they're seen, the fabric is, if anything, better because it has even more give, but it holds its shape. And the third part of this is their leather shoes. Now, I have fallen in love with one particular pair. And I've told the story before about how I have a few pair of Chanel shoes from over the years, and they're still in my closet because they are too expensive to get rid of. And they still sell these identical shoes, and they kill my feet. They have no arch support. They're stiff and hard when you walk in them. I hate them. This shoe, their pointed ballet flat, to me is more graceful looking. It has this just beautifully done toe. That does not pinch your toes at all. So it looks very, very feminine, but you can walk in them for miles. So in the wellness category, our final category, the first thing I'm going to talk about is Nutritears by Blink, clinically proven supplement for dry eyes. Now, everybody, when you get to a certain age, will have dry eyes, but at any age now, because of all the time that we're on our screen, we are staring for long periods of time without blinking. And the blinking is what moisturizes our eyes. So this is a huge problem for all of society now that we're on our phones and computer screens and TVs all the time. My eye doctor, I finally found somebody who specializes in this because mine was so bad. I also have Sjogren's syndrome, which is causes you to be dry, with everything. And so I go to a specialist now. And so she explained that if you should stop every 20 minutes, get off a device every 20 minutes and look 20 feet in front of you and focus on something. And that will shift, how your eye is focused. And it will help you re-moisturize your eye. This supplement targets the root causes from the inside out. So it helps the eyes stay hydrated 33% longer with results in as little as 2 to 4 weeks. The next product's about protein. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at turning protein into muscle. We need more muscle as we age, not less. So we need that protein to maintain our muscle mass and our bone health. Well, this protein shake is a delicious way to get 30 grams of protein into your body, and it tastes just like chocolate milk. I am not kidding you. Next one is my beloved LifePro vibration plate. It vibrates up to 50 times per second, forcing your body to constantly adjust to keep itself balanced. And this activates significantly more muscle fibers than would be activated in a standard workout. So you are increasing the intensity of your workout without feeling it. The rapid micro vibrations are increasing your blood flow, and that supports your tissue health, and it helps reduce the appearance of cellulite. And one of the reasons why cellulite improves is because the vibration also is acting like a skeletal muscle pump, which is improving the lymphatic drainage in your body, which helps reduce swelling. And part of what cellulite is, it's the buildup of fluid. And now for the final product, which is the newest addition to my routine. And that is my new mini stair stepper. Now, you may not find this exciting because I didn't when I first bought it. And in fact, when I looked at it, I thought, gosh, that looks like a gimmick. But I saw it on someone else's channel, which I will link below, and she has a lot of credibility. And I thought, well, I'll give it a try. It's on Amazon, so you can always return it. And I was shocked at what a serious piece of equipment this is for $70. And this works for anybody, any age, any strength. You can even sit down and do it. You can adjust the intensity of it by adjusting this screw at the bottom of it. And I like to do it more intense. I'm trying to build more muscle and make my glutes stronger. So I'm doing high tension. But you can also get a great aerobic exercise by putting it on a looser setting, and then doing a lot of it for over a prolonged period of time. I keep it next to my desk so that I will do it routinely, not just on the days I work out. And I just stand on it sometimes, and I can even watch TV while I'm doing it. Having good balance and strengthening your lower body and your core is absolutely essential. I do a lot of squats, but this can be as effective without quite as much intensity. Not only does it sculpt and tone your glutes, your thighs, and your core with its what's called side-to-side stepping motion, but it's increasing your balance and coordination, which is hugely important as we get older. So there's nothing more important when you think about being physically strong than having balance, because if you can't stand upright, I don't know how you're going to navigate in the world. It also helps with fat burning for weight loss. It strengthens your heart and lungs. Tones your lower body muscles. It's low impact, and so it's gentle on your joints. It improves your bone density as a weight-bearing exercise, hugely important. And you can even use it sitting down to get started with. So we've covered a lot today, from the science of red light to the mechanical muscle pump of vibration plate, all the way to my newest favorite, where I stepped up my game with my little mini stepper that has changed the way I firm my lower body. But I want to leave you with this. The secret sauce is not in the bottle or the device, and it's not a $50 cashmere sweater. The magic is in the commitment that you make to yourself. Rejuvenation is not a destination, it's a daily practice. It's about showing up for your future self, even on the days that you're not feeling particularly motivated. And that's why I'm so passionate about the goal tracker. It's free. I get nothing from people using it, but it's helping me fulfill my desire to help women continue to show up for themselves when they need themselves the most as we get older. You need to step it up, not let it all just unfold naturally. And the goal tracker is going to help you, because it's going to give you an easy way to track your progress and make you accountable to you. So just go to my website, newagebeauty.com. I'm also going to link it in the description box below. It's an app that lives on your phone and on your computer, but you don't need to download it from the store. It's called a progressive web app that gives you the benefit of both working well on your computer and on your phone. So if you found value in my deep dive today, I hope you'll let me know in the comments. Are you using any of these products? Do you like any of them? Have you tried others that you like even better? It's always nice to be able to learn from one another. Now that you have access to a system that's going to turn your goals into reality, let's go exceed some expectations together. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Wish you a beautiful day, and saying bye for now.